Seelinger. I'm here with new Toledo Mudhen, Matt Seelinger. I was going to ask him a few questions. So you were brought into the organization last year. You were with Long Island.
Yep.
And then went to Erie. What did the Tigers try to, like, when they brought you in from Long Island? Just like a scout just popped up and like the stuff you saw?
Yeah. I mean, I luckily had a great year there. I didn't give up a run until my very last outing. And I was like, wow, all right, well, but yeah, so I didn't give up a run the first outing, and I heard a little bit of rumblings here or there of things going well, and then, yeah, we had an off day. I got a call at 8 a.m.
Really?
Hey, Tigers want you. You want to go to Double A? I said, yeah, let's do it. And just try to take advantage of any opportunity that I got.
What did the Tigers try and get you to work on maybe when you got to Erie or in the off season?
I think at first it was just kind of they want to see me do what I do. At first, wasn't really making any adjustments, but it was, first pitch strikes, getting ahead in the count, 2 out of 3 strikes, and just letting my stuff play as it does, and it's been playing well, and everything's been going great, and kind of just ride that. And in the off season, same thing, kind of just work on those strikes and get ahead, and just let my stuff play as it does.
Now you throw I think it's called a knuckle puck?
Yep.
Knuckle puck?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so it's kind of a big pitch at home on Long Island where I'm from.
Okay.
It was back in the day when we thought curveballs were really bad for you. Because I didn't pitch until I stopped pitching after, when you're a kid, you throw and all that, and then my dad was like, you're done throwing because why waste your arm at 13? It doesn't mean anything. You're not going to the big leagues at 13. So then when I started pitching again about my junior year, high school, senior year, we started with you grip it. It's kind of, I don't have a ball maybe it's like this, where you bend your 2 knuckles and you kind of just grab it on the side and you push it just like a fastball.
Nice.
So just like a fastball. And the idea was to start with that and then slowly transition into a curveball as I got older.
Okay. But
it just kept getting better and better. I was more comfortable, and it's unique. No one else throws it, so stuck with it, and it's been following me everywhere.
Now with that curveball, do you have to snap it at all? Because sometimes, how do you prevent yourself from leading pitches too high in the zone? Because sometimes you have the pitches that go below the zone that tunnel well with your fastball.
Right. I think you just throw it just like a fastball. You throw it. I try to be just as aggressive with it with the fastball as I do with the curveball. I think you don't change it a lot. Sometimes people like to, take a little bit off to throw it for a strike. I don't do that because the way you throw it, you don't snap it, so you can't feel it out front. You got to really get out front and just throw it just like a fastball, and just do the same thing if I want it for a strike or for a swing and miss in the dirt.
Okay, and then I have another question about your cutter. Is that like a pitch you're trying to work in more, or is that something you've always thrown, or is it like kind of just like a get me over strike?
It's kind of transitioned more into using it more this year. I used to throw it a different way, and then I changed it this way in spring training, and it's been great. It's kind of a bridge pitch. It was my 3rd pitch, and now it's becoming a really good pitch. So, I try to use it really any time to count, ahead, behind, more behind, just to get them off the fastball or, get me over, show it to them. And, it's been really comfortable both to right-handers and left-handers, so it's been really good.
So I have one last question. It's more about your release point because you kind of have a different release point with your fastball and your curveball.
Yeah.
Do you try and want to mix that together so it's more decisive to hitters? Because like I said, your fastball and curveball, the vertical movement is they're very your fastball's up here, your curveball drops down like a dagger, right?
Yep. So I try to keep it on the 0 line, everything. So everything looks like it's here, but then it can move up, down, left, right. I try to, the best of your ability, you try to have the same release point every single time. I think sometimes it can vary to degrees at times, depending on the day and all that. I try to keep everything the same. It spins just like a fastball. It's just the top spin of it. So that really helps with the deception of the hitters. And plus, hitters don't really see it before, so a lot of times they kind of what is that? And so I try to take advantage of that and just keep throwing it and match the planes with all 3 pitches. And like I said, just let them play as they do. And they say throw it, everything looks great, and that's really it. Just try to be a pitcher, not a robot, and use my eyes and throw it and trust myself, and that's really all there is to it.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Matt, for this interview.
Thank you. Yes.
I'm going to enjoy seeing you progress with your career.
Yes, thank you. Yes, thank you. Appreciate it.